Welcome to Learn English with Mary and Sam. Today we're going to explore how to discuss your daily routine in English. Whether you're talking about your morning habits or evening activities, knowing the right phrases can help you communicate more effectively.
That's right, Mary. Talking about daily routines is a common part of everyday conversations, and it can lead to some great discussions. Let's get started.
Let's start with some common phrases for describing your morning routine. You can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. or I have breakfast at 8 a.m.
Exactly. And if you want to describe your morning activities, you can say, I exercise in the morning, or I check my emails before work.
Let's look at a scenario where we're discussing our morning routines. What time do you wake up in the morning?
I woke up at 6:30 a.m. I like to have a quiet moment to myself before starting the day.
That sounds nice. I wake up at 7 a.m. and usually have a quick breakfast before heading out.
Now, let's talk about how to discuss your afternoon activities. You can say, I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., or I attend classes in the afternoon.
That's right. And if you want to describe your afternoon habits, you can say, I take a lunch break at noon, or I often meet friends for coffee after work.
Let's explore these phrases in different contexts. For example, you could say, I usually take a short walk during my lunch break to refresh my mind.
Let's discuss how to talk about your evening routine. You can say, I have dinner at 7 p.m. or I watch TV in the evening.
Exactly. And if you want to describe your evening activities, you can say, I like to read before bed, or I often call my family in the evening.
Let's role-play a scenario where we're discussing our evening routines. What do you usually do in the evening?
I like to relax by listening to music or watching a movie. How about you?
I enjoy reading a book before bed. It helps me unwind.
For more advanced learners, let's look at some sophisticated expressions. You can say, I'm used to something, meaning it's a habit, or I'm looking forward to an event. For example, I'm used to waking up early, or I'm looking forward to the weekend.
That's a great one. Another advanced expression is, I'm in the habit of, which means you regularly do something. For instance, I'm in the habit of exercising every morning.
Let's explore these phrases in different contexts. For example, you could say, I'm used to having a busy schedule, so I prioritize my tasks.
When discussing daily routines, cultural context is important. In some cultures, mealtimes are very structured, while in others, they are more flexible.
That's right. Understanding these nuances can help you navigate social situations more smoothly.
For example, in many European cultures, lunch is the main meal of the day, while in some Asian cultures, dinner is more significant.
Exactly. And in some cultures, evening routines might include family gatherings or community activities.
One common mistake is using expressions that might give the wrong impression. For example, saying, I'm always busy, might not be clear without context.
Exactly. Instead, you could say, I have a lot of responsibilities, or my schedule is quite packed. When talking about daily routines, remember to use the present simple for regular activities. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m., or I have breakfast at 8 a.m.
That's right. And don't forget to use usually or often to describe habits. For instance, I usually exercise in the morning, or I often meet friends for coffee after work.
Now, let's get interactive. We want to hear from you. What's your favorite part of the day? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
That's right. And if you have any questions about discussing daily routines, feel free to ask.
We'll also give you a quick quiz. Can you think of a situation where you would use the phrase, I wake up at 7 a.m.? You might say, I wake up at 7 a.m. if someone asks about your morning routine.
Exactly. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. and have a quick breakfast before heading out.
Let's do another role play to practice discussing daily routines. Imagine you're at work and a colleague asks you about your day.
How's your day going so far?
It's going well. I had a busy morning with meetings, but I'm looking forward to lunch. How about you?
I've been pretty busy too. I have a project deadline to meet by the end of the day. Another scenario could be discussing ideal daily routines. You might say, my perfect day would start with a quiet morning and end with a relaxing evening.
That's a great idea. Let's explore these phrases in different contexts. For instance, you could say, I love starting my day with a cup of coffee and some quiet time to myself. Let's do another role play. Imagine you're inviting a friend to join you for a morning activity.
Hey Sam, I'm planning to go for a run in the morning. Want to join me?
That sounds great. I love running. What time were you thinking of going?
How about we meet at 7 a.m.? We can grab breakfast afterwards. When discussing daily routines, it's interesting to note cultural differences. In some cultures, mornings are seen as a time for quiet reflection, while in others, they are more energetic and active.
That's right. Understanding these differences can help you connect better with people from different backgrounds.
For example, in many Asian cultures, mornings are often spent practicing mindfulness or meditation, while in some Western cultures, mornings are more about getting ready for work.
Exactly. And in some African cultures, community activities are common in the evenings. Let's explore more cultural insights. In some Latin American countries, evenings are often spent with family or friends, enjoying music and conversation.
That's right. And in many Middle Eastern cultures, evenings reflect the local values of hospitality and respect for elders.
Understanding these cultural nuances can help you navigate social situations more smoothly.
Today we covered a range of expressions for discussing daily routines, from basic to advanced. Remember, using the right phrases can help you communicate more clearly and effectively.
That's right. Practice these expressions in your daily conversations to improve your English skills.
Don't forget to pay attention to cultural nuances to enhance your communication. Thanks for joining us today. If you have any questions or want to share your daily routine, please comment below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more episodes of Learn English with Mary and Sam. We have some exciting topics lined up for you in the coming weeks.
Until next time, keep practicing and we'll see you soon.